Hello everyone, JoRaSe here, ready to get back into Blender with everyone. This time we are continuing the wooden tower project, and just a little recap of last time. We had finished getting the reference image, gotta think of the right term there, redrawn in Inkscape. I did it on paper with pencil and then scanned it in. And now we're at the point where we need to actually get the file into Blender and start working on the 3D part of everything. So that said, let's go ahead and dive into Blender. And in Blender, we have our default cube. Forgot to have the file loaded. Hold on just a second. Actually, I had it loaded at the start, and then realized I wasn't recording, so this is actually the second take. Wonderful on me, at least I realized it this time. Okay, so now we've got it loaded in. Let's, there we go. Okay. So we've got our image, and let's go ahead and turn backface culling on, and that'll be important later. And let's go ahead and go into orthographic view to where we can see the background image. And that needs some adjusting, so we're going to flip it one way and the other, and now rotate it 90 degrees. That's right the way it should be. Now turn opacity up all the way so we can clearly see those black lines. And get this first side moved over. Okay, now to the actual 3D part. We'll just delete that cube. And let's get these inner we'll just go ahead and do the entire outer piece here. And then we want to subdivide this. I'll go 4 for now. And what we're wanting to do is get these lined up with these corners here. Get every little edge laid up properly. Turn opacity down just a bit so we can see our vertices. Add in a couple. Slide this one on over. And now add in two. There. This one goes to that middle joint. And that one looks perfectly placed. So now I need one here. Just slide it over. And then one in between these two. There. Now for the top of this one, let's go ahead and duplicate it and pull it on up. Kind of like that non-straight edge it's giving there, so definitely keep that. Alright, this is going to continue out and just down like so. And then join up here. Now for these, we need to grab, well actually we can go ahead and fill in these with faces, because these are okay. And then we just extrude the ones we need. So now we've got that done. The ones we need to pull back are going to be the ones that are not directly over. You know what? Let me do it the other way so I don't end up confusing myself as well here. So what we will do is we'll put a mid vertice and pull it back in like so. And then up, and try to line it up with that previous vertice up there. That looks good. And then bring this one down and throw in a bit of variance there. Throw in another vertice as well. Because again, we're trying to make it interesting. Now let's put this one over here. So let's mirror it on the Y. And lift it up just a little bit. There. Okay, now for this other one, just do a straight. Make sure it's lined up properly here. There we go. And we want to duplicate it and mirror it on the y-axis as well, and then just slide it over. Somewhere like that. Let's see. There, and then there. So now we have the front of the smaller pieces. So we fill those in, and we need to add 2 vertices into each of these. So we'll put 2 subdivisions in. That'll do what we need. Face, face, face. Since these are flipped, we got to flip them back. Only one of them though, because that's the way Blender works. Okay, these need to be flush with each other. Let's just make sure we get them lined up like they should be. I was way off on my estimations, wasn't I? No matter, we get it working in the end. There we go. There we go. So now we're going to do the same on the next set. Not using these same ones though. We're going to want to make each one of them unique enough and different from the others. So this one, let's get it pulled back like the other one. And we'll throw 2 subdivisions in. And let's have this one kind of going out. Or out and in. I think I like that. And again, we're going to flip it on the y-axis. To get the other side here. And lift it up a little bit. That should do that. So again, let's make sure these are, yep, everything's looking good there. And now, this one's going to be different here as well. So we're going to add just one, so now 2 subdivisions. And we're just going to follow this pattern here, like so. And up like that. Duplicate it, mirror on the Y, slide it over. And move them both back. So we've got a single point back here with 2 vertices. Let's go ahead and merge those at center. And we can now put in these faces. So there's 1, 2, and if we come down this way, instead of going up from the other side, we don't have to flip them. kind of makes it easier. We'll have to on this one though. But again, it's just one that needs the flipping. All right, now this one I think I will leave just straight up and down. Because it's right near the midpoint of the building. So I think just straight up and down for these will be fine. You want a little bit of variance, but not enough that it seems overkill. And I've got to fix these, don't I? So let's do that before I forget. These moved into position like they should be. So there's one. Now this can just come up. And this last one, right about there. Okay, now trying to get these locked in as well. There's the one. And the other. And let's make sure these are, yes they are, okay. I wasn't sure that they were, but now I know they are. So we're going to mirror these on the Y and slide them over and line them up. All right, let's finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we can get all of, well, really should fill these in too, shouldn't I? Yep. Okay, get these filled in. Yeah. So now what we want to do is get that little edge extruded out for the rest of it. Not including that. So we're going to extrude and slide it over. And now we can come in and merge these two vertices here. And now, if we go back into edge mode, we can select all of these edges. and we can just slide them in to get our beams as thick as we want them. And I'm going to pull it in about this far. I think that will be good enough. Yeah. And that just leaves extending this beam out a little bit more. But given the time, I think we will call it there. For this session. See you all in the next one. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. If you did, right here, let's move my head over. There we go. Right here is going to be another video in the future for the next in this particular series. And over here is going to be the previous video in this series, along with a subscribe button down below it. So feel free to give that a hit, and be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. And let's see. Oh yeah, be sure to leave a comment. I'd appreciate knowing what your thoughts are. Until the next one, everyone.